Since I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to my setup, I thought I'd go through it. This is my setup. It's not too big, just a small room, but I'll go through it anyway. It's very dark here, but basically just my PlayStation there and just a bunch of wires and extra an extra keyboard, and it's just a complete mess. But this is where my PlayStation is. It's elevated, so that way the heat it's a bit better. As you guys know, my room is small, so I have a problem with heat on my room, so my PS4 keeps turning off. So I had like one of these fan things that don't really work, so I ended up just putting it there, and then hopefully the new PS5 should fix that issue. Going over there, this is my chair, normal typical chair, looking to get a new one soon. But this is the main thing that you're looking for. I'll be honest, the rest is just nonsense. But yeah, this is the main thing. So it's a 3 monitor setup, and it's all appended by this kind of desk mount. I recommend getting the desk clamps, but my desk can't hold it. But those desk clamps are really, really good. They clamp onto your desk, and that way you have more real estate on your desk. But yeah, it's 3 monitors and 1 TV. I'll go through everything on my desk as well, but I'll go through the monitors first. So in terms of the monitors, you don't need this many monitors to edit simple videos. I've been editing videos on 1 monitor, sometimes even 2. I think 2 is probably the best, it's the optimum. But when you're doing videos like myself and you have animations open, there's never enough time, because you got like Sony Vegas on this side, then you got like the preview screen, file explorer, audio management on that side, then you have animation software here, Photoshop sometimes there when I manually do the keyframes, and then over here you have all other file explorers, the preview window, stuff like that. So even with this many monitors, for what I do, it's not enough. Like if you think about me spending 8 hours editing all day, saving 5 minutes, or like if a task takes 20 seconds, like if you're minimizing screens, bringing up a screen, closing a screen, stuff like that, it takes a long time, and it can obviously over time take a lot of time. So I really want to reduce that amount of time. So that's why it's all about efficiency. If I'm streaming, I have Streamlabs over there, and then I have my FIFA over here. You normally see this screen with like just Twitter feed, or like Streamlabs or Twitch, or just moderation tools. And here will be just like, just File Explorer, Music, Spotify, and just general monitoring tools, if that makes sense. In terms of the monitors, these are just 2 cheapy AOC monitors. You can get them fairly cheap. The AOC is a good brand, really, really good. These are not that powerful, but this one is it's a 1440p. You probably, I don't know if you get, this camera's recording in 80 Hz, maybe it's a bit fast. I don't know. I doubt you're able to see it, but I don't think you can, but I think if you record in, never mind. You probably can't see it, but basically you can it's got a high refresh rate. So I don't know if you can, maybe you can see it through the camera. Hang on, if I go like that and then I go like that, so maybe you can see it. You see that you can see more of the mouse. So this is just higher refresh rate. This is what I was talking about in terms of the monitors. This is just a TV. This is what I used to play FIFA on before. So I just have just this TV basically on my, and I play this had 10 ms response time. So in case you're wondering, I played with this TV for like 8 years, so don't feel like you need a good TV just to play. You can just probably get away with an old TV. So don't think you need 1 ms. It won't make you a good player. I still got easily elite with this TV. In fact, I'll stream with this TV in the beginning. Okay, so going over to the desk. So in terms of the microphone, you can get like one of these stands. That's probably the audible suite that you do here. In terms of the stand, it has a clamp, and it just clamps to the desk. This is a Blue Yeti. It is a pretty decent mic. I think there's a new mic that's a bit more expensive from there's better mics, and then the Rode mics are pretty good. There's like, I wanted to get like a Rode mic, but then you need like a DLXR and everything. So in the future, maybe I'll get like a Shure SMB, maybe long term when I do grow or something. But this is the mic I do use, and it's kind of a simple pop filter. This is just used to basically, when you speak into the mic, if you pronounce the T's and P's, they're not very audible or sharp on the opposite end as you hearing. But yeah, that is my mic. Just general stuff. Phone, OnePlus for the win. Should I say camera, controller. Glasses, water. This is a DAC, digital analog converter. It's not really needed, but when I was doing music and I was trying to produce, I wanted to use that just to get the best quality. I had one of these cheapy screens. You can do this. So this is what I used. It's like a cheap Raspberry Pi kind of screen for like a second monitor. So I used to have the chat underneath like so. This is the keyboard that I use. It's a Corsair keyboard. You don't really need these keyboards. I had like you can get like a mechanical keyboard for like £17, but because I'm working at the night time and my parents always complain I make too much noise, I had to get one of the silent keyboards. So this is a silent MX keyboard, so I don't disturb anyone because my voice as it is already bad. So that's the keyboard that I use. I use a G504 mouse. The mouse, this is a pretty good mouse. It's the wide version. You can get these like on sale on Black Friday for like £35. So do watch out for those. They're actually pretty good. This is a Stream Deck. It's not really set up. I'm basically reconfiguring it for FIFA 21, but I use a Stream Deck to quickly change screens. And also when I'm editing, I have all the macros on these keys, G keys, and on there. So if I have to export an animation from Photoshop frame by frame and add it to a timeline, to do it will take 1 minute. So I just try to make a button for it to increase efficiency and decrease the time it takes. So I've not really set them up. I'll probably make a video dedicated to this separately, but I've not set this up at all. And this is when I'm streaming. That is where the chat is. I got like an LED kind of thing over here, nothing really special over there. Unfortunately it's really dark, so you probably can't see very well. So this LED was just on just so you can see a little bit. I can't put the light on, otherwise all the mosquitoes and not mosquitoes, all the moths and everything will come in. So in terms of the computer, so the computer is behind the monitor. I eventually looking to get a new computer. The reason is because my room gets really hot. I can't put the computer anywhere else because of ventilation issues. So my plan is to get a more powerful computer, so that way there's less load, it makes less noise, but then also I can run Photoshop and Premiere at the same time. I can't do that at the moment, so hopefully, because like for example, when you open Streamlabs and for example Photoshop, Streamlabs, because of all the stuff that I got, like you can see for example over here, all the stuff, and you can see like how many animations I have. It takes a long time, so I want to get a new computer eventually, so fingers crossed that should help decrease the workload. If you are going to invest in a computer, I would say do it. I built my computer for about £800 when I was doing after my placement, and before I went to third year university, I bought a computer. It's a life changer. When you're doing a dissertation or something like that, and you need to change between applications, change between screens, it is a big game changer. The amount of time you save, like trust me, it's worth investing in a PC is what I would recommend. An Arsenal clock, should I say, that my friend bought me for my birthday. If you are watching this, thanks for that. You are. This is the background that you probably see. It's nothing. It's just this is a recent edition that I bought. These are pretty sick. They have these on Amazon. They cost so this one is like a cheap nano leaf. Nano leaves cost like £150. It's like you get this for like £35. This one costs £15, so they're pretty good investments if you have a setup. This is a typical window. If you have an issue with light, I kind of got these blind kind of things. They cost like £10. They're called like DIY blinds. You basically just stick it to the top of the wall and then you can just drag it down. And it kind of looks really bad, but if you can't install blinds, that's what you can use, the temporary solution. So that's what I try to use anyway. In terms of the camera, this is the camera I use. It's G403. That's the mouse. This is in C902 or something like C920 or something like that. This is a pretty decent camera. You can get that for like £40-50. Hopefully looking to upgrade to like a DSLR or something soon as well. And that's pretty much it. All the headphones, these are M40Xs, if I'm not mistaken. M40Xs, they're pretty good headphones. These are pretty good as well. You can get these for like £65. They're really good headphones, £65. I strongly recommend these. And I've got the Brainwaves AirPads on to make it more comfortable. So if you've got long sessions of gaming or working, they're very neutral. They're not too bass heavy. So when I was doing music, they were pretty good. So I like them and they're pretty well. But that is pretty much it. That is my room. Nothing really special. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. In terms of streaming, what I'd recommend is if you are going to start streaming, all you need is realistically is a PC and an Elgato capture card. You probably can't see it, but if you have an Elgato capture card and a PC, it's all you realistically need to be streaming. And then that is pretty much it. So this is what you probably see on the opposite end. So you're probably on this side, whereas now I'm over here. But again, thanks for watching, boys. If you have any questions regarding streaming, do let me know. I'll probably make a video. But if you just Google some OBS tutorials, I'll probably make one soon eventually. But you know, it's pretty easy to start streaming. You can stream straight off your console. Maybe the new ones might be a bit easier, but you don't need, for example, 3 monitors. You don't need a PC. When I started, all I had was this TV just over here as my main monitor. I was streaming off my PS4. Then what I did is I then got an Elgato capture card because it's easy to make videos. I used this TV and I just used the computer. So what I used to do is I used to have like this. If this changes, so you just have basically your PC on one and your PS4 on another one. So you basically turn your Elgato on your PC, start recording, switch over to your PS4, record, and then once you're finished, you can just capture the video like that, and then I edit it on one screen. So that's the way you can do it. So don't think you need these main monitors. You don't really need it, even for like typical editing. Like even for like 99.9% of all YouTube videos you'll see, you'll need like 1 or 2 monitors. But if you are going to invest something, I would say definitely invest in a good PC, because that will save you a lot of time. And I hope you guys watched this video, enjoyed this video. Thank you much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out, boys.